Hey everybody, Eddie Holloway, Just Another Guy podcast. I know it's been a few months, but I'm back and I'm glad to be back. I had some personal things going on. Uh, I'm going to explain that in another video because I think a lot of people go through it. I'm pretty sure everyone goes through it. But I've been punched by life and it knocked me down, had me on my knees, but I'm back up. And, it's not over yet, but again, I'll explain that in another video, but I'm glad to be back. Today we're sponsored by Musicians Only Attire, and I'll be explaining about these shirts later on also. But anyway, let's get to the topic here. The everything that's going on politically. I'd rather be making music. I'd rather be writing my own songs and doing instead of talking about this. But as an independent, a Democrat that went independent, because I think the Democratic Party has lost its way. I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, but I was able to step back and finally look at the news, the main media, social media, of what they're putting out. How can they be so opposite now? But that's where we're at. Now, I think this election in 2024 for the presidency is very important. And it's scary. And a lot of people are. That's the reason a lot of people just taking the surface of the news media and not trying to do their own investigation. There's plenty of people on social media, on YouTube or Rumble, that are, getting to the depths of the situation that's going on today. Well, today is about the 34 felony counts that Trump was charged with. As for I was looking into it, usually this is just a misdemeanor, falsifying business records. But somehow they exaggerated it to 34 felony counts. But the judge, the way the jury was picked, everything about it was just one-sided. And, people that hate Trump, and I think, honestly, people don't know why they hate Trump. They just were told and lied to about hating Trump. You need to hate Trump because he's a threat to democracy. He's a threat to America. He's a threat to the world. I saw Robert De Niro talk the other. Great actor. I wish he'd just stick to acting because he is so biased. But you know what? I think he's one of those guys that they have something on in Hollywood. And he had to go out there and ruin his career. So, because it's bigger than Robert De Niro, and this thing is bigger than Trump. Believe it or not, I think it's more of a world domination that the billionaire economic forum is trying to produce. And I think that if Biden gets in, because he's so weak and powerless, and I really believe he's not pulling the strings, and how America is being destroyed from the ground up, from the roots up. But thank God we have a lot of people in America that are starting to fight back and open their mouths and their minds. I always say, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just trying to open minds. I just can't turn a blind eye no more and leave it to our politicians to take care of America because they're corrupted. But now with social media, now with cameras everywhere, and now that the truth can be produced every day, and to me, it all comes down to common sense. Common sense is your best tool. if you listen to both sides and make a decision and try to decipher the truth, I think you'll be able to make a pretty good judgment. But anyway, I heard this lady, and she says everything I want to say, and she says everything I feel. And let's take a listen to her.
It doesn't matter how or what you feel about Donald Trump, but if you're a true student of the Constitution, if you're a student of law, even if you have a moral standard of justice, all of America ought to be afraid right now for that man to be convicted without the right to adequately defend himself from charges that weren't even stated. We've lost our republic. Our Constitution is dead. And everyone else in America, we ought to be afraid for ourselves. It's not a good thing.
And that, my friend, is how I feel exactly. Way bigger than Trump. I put myself in Trump's place if that was me, and how the judge just knew exactly what he was doing from the beginning, taking its orders. His daughter being, the judge being a donator to the Democratic Party, the daughter in charge of campaigning for the Democratic Party. It's dirty all the way through. Bragg, who ran on getting Trump. But, when he ran the country, everybody wants to say, well, Obama gave him a good one. Well, he kept it up. And it was still good when it was handed over to Biden, and he destroyed it. Some of the biggest mistakes of getting rid of a lot of executive orders on January 21st, 2021 was some of the biggest mistakes in his presidency, Joe Biden's presidency. So, and there was like 43 of them, 44. One of them was our energy, our self energy and independence. He got rid of that real quick. And he's selling our reserve oil, and to China. Incredible. It's for our military, for our emergencies. And he sold barrels, thousands, millions, and not million barrels to Russia and to China. Look it up. And now he's emptying the reserve to make prices low on his end. So I don't know. It's just crooked all the way through. But like I said, even if it wasn't Trump, it just bugs the crap out of me that now they can bring any charge against you and make it a felony. So interesting that this is what's going on. So let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. And the like button. And I'll see you on the next podcast. But hopefully I gave you something to think about. And I'm still thinking. So from Just Another Guy podcast, Eddie Holloway.